Oh yes, please. Folds right back. Lever terminals. Push in, close them up. First and second fix done. Plug in. Set the wattage and the light color, job done. Yes, please. Nice, easy release white bezels. The whole clamshell folds right back. You either push in or you can release the levers, push the cables in. And they click nice. Live earth neutral, neutral earth live. First and second fix done in one. On the second fix, finishing off, plug this in. You've got wattage selection at the bottom and you've got the color selection at the top. It's some work we've recently done for a friend, only a couple of weeks ago. Left him plenty of spare ways because there's a good chance in the future there's going to be an EV charger here and solar. We noticed this cutout was a bit ancient and decrepit, so we got the electricity board out, the DNO to replace it. So they have. Also new tails, 25mm tails, something we always do, and 16mm earth. So more work we have to do here now is run an armoured cable out of this board, under this floor, under the floorboards, clip to the wall, out to the wall, out along that wall, into the summer house at the bottom of the garden. The mini consumer unit, a couple of sockets, a couple of lights, and maybe outdoor lights as well. Something else we need to do is replace all these spotlights. They're not fire rated, and the wiring up there is a right mess. Actually low voltage 12 openings. Holes a bit shit, so I'm going to have to open them out. Probably on them all. We've got these JCC X50s, which are really nice lights. You can select the wattage and you can select the colour. So we're going to go for the 5 watt here. But I've noticed a problem. 4, 8, 11 spotlights. That's a pack of 10. Which means I've got to buy another pack of 10. And I have 9 left over. Oh well. They'll be used. They're all out. So you need to drill them all out. I've already drilled that one out. There's a little bit damage around them all, but I'm sure I can hide that with the drill and with the cover on the spotlights. So Lewis is now putting all these out back to the various junction boxes. Just gonna have a look, is it? Right, seems to be a mess here. So what Lewis is doing now, he's picking all the junk up from here. He's going to bring everything over to one spot, one position rather, one spot. And then hopefully we can get rid of all this crap in here. Like single installation on show there, get rid of all these transformers. sort that out. That's the original rose before someone added spotlights. And we're just gonna make it all organized, make it all safe, easier to understand what's going on if somebody comes here in the future. And then we're going to hoover it all out and re-insulate it. This is the kind of standard I'm aiming for. So can't see any damage. No single insulation on show. And hopefully that hides the damage as well, we'll see. Let's see what kind of job Lewis has done then. So he's been moving in. Got a black bag in there. It's not too bad. There's some rubbish in there. Anyway, we're going to rewire this cedar rose into a whisker box. We're going to clip all these cables nice and tightly to the joists. We're going to remove those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half cables that are in there. I'm going to put them into a whisker box. There's another one down there where this white cable feeds. We're going to replace that with a 1mm cable. So we're going to replace the 2 junction boxes with whisker boxes. And as you can see, all the lights are in and done. So we've only got 10, we need 11. So the end one down there somewhere is just a loop. So when we finish, all is going to be nice and tidy. And then we're going to insulate it. And the plan is to insulate between the joists and then insulate over the top. And the job done. All these spotlights are done. I've been down to Temple Gate and I bought the extra one. So I've got 9 left over. Lewis is still sorting out the mess upstairs. And I'm going to move on to downstairs. Picked up a 16 amp RCBO and 6 amp RCBO and now a dashboard. Now it's going to be fed off this board. Navtas, we recently fitted. It's got an SPT, so it's pointless having a second SPT. So I'm going to remove this SPT and this 32 amp MCB and put that MCB into the other Navitas board. And so this will have a main switch, 2 RCBOs and 2 blanks, which are there. And that's going to go in the summer house outside. This is the summer house. So we're going to mount our Navitas garage board there and drill out of the summer house. We're going to use D-line clips down there, dig a channel, bury the cable there, and I'm going to bring it along this wall, drill that pillar along the wall, and then come along here with linear clips. Drill that pillar, drill into the house. We've got 4mm 3/4 steel hammered. I'll flip it to the wall under here, drill through raised floor, and the joists go this way. So I'm hoping there's no knockings. I'm going to fish it right through the underneath, and I have to pull up a board down here. Hopefully the joint, it looks like there is. So I pull the last board down and run it up there inside this trunk in and gland it into the top of the board. And use one of my spare ways, and I've got many of them. There's one there and there's about 8 there, so plenty of space. Right, Lewis has been out here and he fucked something up now. Everything's tripping, so I made have done it my fucking self. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Fucking useless. He's done a good job of insulated level. A couple of crawl bolts there. JD. Look at this light. It's not bad looking, look. It's got a decent bracket. Got built-in cables. So it's all good, right? But it's IP66. It's really bright. Need 2,500 lumens, 30 watts. But it's got a built 3-year guarantee. Built-in Kinetic. It's a warm white and cool white. This is cool white. So it's a built-in Kinetic receiver. So you wire that up and you can operate it with a Kinetic switch without fucking without having to wire the switch in. How clever is that? Today I'm working on this gate. New control panel to fit. And a new Videx keypad. And look at the view I got. Stunning. So I've replaced this Videx intercom. It's faulty. It's bringing the open command on permanently. And I've replaced this control panel. It's almost faulty. There a large lightning strike here in the area. And it took out loads of stuff, not just here, a few surround properties. And now so I'm just going to put these cables back in and the job done. We're going to remove this. It's pretty crap and it's not used anymore. So we're going to remove that, keep this cupboard clear. I'm going to get the Dion out to replace that. We've got to go and pull a fuse anyway for us, so we're going to replace that at the same time. Okay, so I've multi-tooled out slot for the base. It sits flush over the wall. We replace these tails. 16, they look really thin, especially that one. They both look thin as well, so there's a big gap there down in the cavity. So Lewis is going to give me a hand now. We're going to drag them out. New ones. The cowboy fitted this. Didn't tighten neutral. Very tight. Look, it's blackened from being overloaded. Got job of changing the tails. So we've got the light, we've got neutral in. Use the neutral now to pull the new earth in. Actually using concrete screws and no roll plugs. Straight in. Right, I'm going to change this. I'm assuming that works.
You're right in there.
Yeah. This lid broken. He's randomly sticking out the sealant. 2.5. One's not connected, I think. The other one's in there. And it's just outside like that was. he's connected to a 1 volt into light switch, which continues on through. So I assume that's for outside light. And then we'll fit the roll shutter as a bit of flex into a socket there, and then taking that to an extension lead, and take the extension lead to fit the garage door. And that's only 1.5 mil. Very dodgy.
Nice neat job there now of how to taking all that inside. Nice. So we've now got the cable out there under the tiles on here. Got the soffit here, so we're going to drill that soffit there roughly, well, I don't know, wherever I want the whisker box, really close to the wall probably. And then, as you can see, look at this. You can see the wood there, which the soffit is on. So, drill up through the wood, poke the cable down, job done. And I'll show you once I'm done. So the light is all on now, all wired up, no cables on show. Just got to connect it up inside now and we are done.
Okay, a little bit of fill into that. So nice and level. Got a cork top bit. And then, in fact, I'm not going to bother, that looks alright. But coming in here with the grommet. That'll sit nicely in a second. And then Doncaster Earthshore cable. Is it nice now? Earthshore, Doncaster Earthshore cable, so I don't have to leave the earth. And I'm going to connect it up without turning the power off, because I can. Okay. Maybe.
You said 250 plus 50 to do the lights.
That's it, yeah. Yeah.
Where do you think you'll be here till?
So again,
Where do you think you'll be here till? What? So I go out.
I'll be a few hours if you want to go out, like.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'll give you a ring when we're nearly done anyway, so good chance to get back here. How to put the, oh no, I was trying to work out how to get the flash on here. Oh, yeah. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Keep going. Do it again.
What?
Keep going. Tell you what. Okay, so we've got this old board. It's all MK. There's an RCD, but it's not connected. We'll introduce the cooker circuit in 6mm to earth. So we're going to move that 30 over to there and protect it with the RCD. This one's got RCD, this board's full. Locks are right inside. There's 3 rings, 4 lighting circuits. All in modern UPVC or PVC. The old wooden trunk in there with the AR fabric covered cables, the old pendant. Black conduit being brown. Single installation on show there. Old school servant belts there. So we've drilled a 22mm hole through joists. We're going to run a cable through away from all the others. Before anyone says you shouldn't drill all there, there's already all there. It's like a 60mm, open up 22, just get the cable in nice and tidy out, straighten it. Kept it away from all the other cables, not away from all the pipes, it's not tangled amongst anything, it's a nice straight run. So I'm going to put this back together now, move on to the next area. Right, we're not going to put on the RCD because I have no idea how good that RCD is. There's little terminals and I don't want to rely on it. So I'm going to straight in this 30 amp MCB. It's got no RCD protection unfortunately. So I've advised the customer to replace these 2 boards with one, and I can introduce all those circuits into the new board and test it all. Luckily they were wooden trunk in with a fabric covered VAR cable. This is our new Twin Earth 6mm. This trunk in, it's amazing, the light switches. It's no longer used, but the new ones are there. And there's the old rose, there's the new rose. So put this light up. We've got another one now to put up stairs. Just make it this one. So the scraper there. So Lewis is busy with wood butchery. Trying to keep as far away from the pipes as he can. Not destroying the house. Yeah, good. Looks good to me. Hope I said so. No. He's now under here, so we're going to drill there. Yeah, and I'll put it above this one. So I'm going to socket with cooker outlet. And I'm going to lay trunking down on the tile. And bring trunking over the skirting and over the piece of trunking already. And this is the item we're wearing in. It's only a low wattage, old fashioned lobby. The cable pre-installed. He's making noises now. I think he's lost the plot. So we're in the kitchen. So while I do that now, Lewis can put all fours back together. We've got that end back together. So we haven't damaged any floorboards. The ones damaged were already damaged. We haven't made any worse. This is the biggest stair lift I've ever seen in my life. Mind you, the one in Gremlins. The old lady was up, flies out the roof and the window. There's real push. Anyway, we're not touching any pipes. Drill the hose far as we can away from any pipes. Those are holes in them all, like a 12, 14 mil or 16 mil maybe. We open them up to 22 to get the cable through, so it's not hard to get through. This is an ancient toilet. It is Brunel wash down closet. All the toilet bits. I'm tired of that. Well old, the modern system. Right, probably got ovens there. Sink is there. Put anything on, put it there. Do you want to put it there? Put it there. Look. It's 400 away.
How's it do?
Yeah. Drill hole there now. Lewis has just drilled, opened up from outside. We've run in, that's on the ring, we'll double check obviously. We're going to run trunking along there, straight out to the BG double socket. Ready for Christmas. Super hot. There she blows, she's out. We are recycling our copper. And we bought it to the machine on eBay. And it's not bad. This is copper for a nuclear we pulled out the other day. What are you doing that? Right. You see how black it is? For about 500 mil, half a meter, and then it goes nice again, just because the cowboy didn't tighten this end properly. There's not even any marks on it, look, where it was in the Henley blocks. Well, all this to go through. We'll do it at 10 minutes now, and then we'll go off to our first job, which is a lighting fault. But it's taking all the outer insulation off. That is tinned copper, believe it or not. That is brass. This is single insulated cable, and this is electrician's gold. What do you think of that? You've got to give it a helping hand, so a bit of a pain, but monkey drill ups. Look at that. We love it. Right, that's the last one for now. Let's go. Let's do this, look. Needs a ladder. The light's only knee height, but needs a ladder for it. Right. Second fixing. We made this little buzz pool room. He supplied the cable, because if I'd supplied it, it would have been Doncaster Earthshore. Because getting used to using Doncaster Earthshore, it's now a pain in the ass having to earth sleeve wires. I said that whatever brand this cable is, it strips alright. RCT. Okay, is that the copper there? I always earth the back box, even though it's optional, because one leg is fixed and one leg is adjustable, but I can't see the slot in the thing. So using a bit of off-cut earth here, so to 6 mils, so it's 2.5. Doesn't need to be that big, but it's only going to make scrap in otherwise. Plus I'm going to fold it over and get a nice bite in it. The browns go in the L, or live, because Jack Brown is a live wire. The neutral wire, or blue, goes in the N. Different brands, they different orientations, you've got to look. Swans are losing to Bristol City. You know the song? I can't read, I can't write, but I can drive a tractor. I'm a Bristol City fan, but I'm a bleeping bleeper.
So funny.
No offence to any Bristol City fans watching my video, it's just a bit of banter.
It's not banter.
Pause. Oh, look at that. He always do the tug test. And I did, and it came out. First one of the day. Even though I've been doing them all, as soon as the video goes wrong. But if you didn't do the tug test,
Explosion.
well, not quite an explosion, but could have a fault with no earth continuity to the next series of sockets, because I think this one's the first in the run. So tug test, tug test, tug test. Fine. So I have filmed now. I installed these Hager single sockets. I've earthed the back boxes. That's going to sit nicely in there. Another signal in there. Another signal in there. I've got a USB one here. I've earthed all the back boxes. Standard one there. Hager. These Hagers are quite nice, of course. I've got a decent size screwdriver lock. And you get a really nice bite. They got like Phillips or the Pawsey, Phillips like that, yeah. Might be Pawsey. can't see, and the normal ones have a flat screw, slotted screw, but you can get a really good grip on them, which is good. There's a few nice sockets that I've used, but my least favourite are lap by a long way, and my second least favourite are the MK Essentials. Essentially rubbish. We fit this Navitas board, look. There's no SBT because it's fed off a board with SBT already, so it was pointless. So we got all these wired up. Customer's got some glue on it, huh? So no, that's not us. Comes off. So here you go, 4-gang light switch. It's nice, it's curved, but the switches are curved as well. I prefer them to other brands we used. I was a bit annoyed. I used Niglon in my mate's house the other day, and this light switch had an imperfection here that I couldn't do anything about. I had to change it. So I'm going to test it now and then label the board up. Job done. Let's pick one to come in.
They're supposed to go like that.
Yeah.
See? But I told Chris now, if we turn it that way, look,
Yeah.
and put the screw through here,
Yeah.
then just be careful and maybe put the cable loop.
Light is done from Screwfix. It is IP65 and it's not lap. So we'll see how it is. It's not a brand I normally use. Isn't it, Alice?
Oh.
It works. That's it done. Sockets done. Oh, I've got to get a pen to fill those details in. Testing's all done. Job done. JCC X50 lights. Here sockets. Navitas, you can see me in it. And Screwfix, whatever, it's all light. Nicely done. So bracket here. It is IP65. Now I use robot reading of it. Right, we've had ants or some sort of insect collect inside. That's supposed to be hollow and it's completely filled with soil. So we need to hoover that out to make sure that it doesn't short anymore, because what's happened is a fuse is blown, and the fuse is blown because this is shorted out to conductors. There's another fuse there, and that one's okay. I've checked that one. So I just hoover it out, and like I don't know, once a year or something.
Yeah.
Just check it out and have a look.
And change the fuse.
Yeah, change the fuse.
Just two things you could do, and you think that's a problem. And one is hoovering that dust and make it hollow, maintain that, and change one fuse.
Yeah.
And you think it might be working.
I think it'd be working, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's not working,
I can investigate further then.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We're now working a bit like a production line here on Sunday. So I've added 3 lights. So I measured them out. That's 5 bricks in. That's 5 bricks in. That one's in the middle. I've D-line clipped them all. So I've drilled all the holes, wall plugged them, then back and screwed the D-lines in. I was going to use my split cam, but I've got plenty of times in my own house, so what's the rush? So that's all done. So what I'm going to do now is this flexi-con here on the wall. So I'm going to stuff it under there, hold that nice and tight. Have the cable come in here. Got 2 cables going to come in. Well, one in this one, it's going to connect up there, and I'll put the light on. And then it's going to come along into there, connect into there, out to there, carry on along, into there, out to there, drill through there, and then into this windy house. I've already got a couple of lights up there that come on with Alexa. This is a bit of a mess in here. So since I built it, it's not much headroom. It's all got lights and everything in here. That's all working. Could have cut out those sockets and stuff. There's one there, there's one somewhere else. No, I've already put one. So we're going to drill through now into this and connect that consumer unit there. There's no SPD because it's fed from the house. And there's SPD there. I think they're the old Type A CRCTs. I think, can't see. Can't see the symbol, so look here. Yeah. So I'm actually going to replace all them with RCBOs. I didn't need such a big board, yeah. It's one I'd left over from a job I've taken out. So I'm going to take them out and put RCBOs, bollocks to it. It's fed from an RCBO in the house, so I'll probably take it out with MCB and then swap these. So I've got, what have I got here? I've got, oh, it's a socket upstairs, socket downstairs, both on their own 16s. The light downstairs, light upstairs, and outside lights. Long-term plans, I'm going to put a couple of Fumagari Matas on there. Foam might be a bit much, but it'll look nice. I'm going to put one on there and one on there. I'm going to clear all this and put one on there. I put one there, one, probably 5 along there. So then it'd be like Blackpool when I turn the garden lights on. So right, let's talk in. Let's get on with it. No, I'm actually going to do those in Arctic Flex, even though it's inside the Flexicon. And it's not the cheap, crappy PVC one that breaks down in the sunlight. It's actually a ribbed nylon one. It's reinforced. So all this plastic is really hard. And this stuff lasts forever. I've seen jobs that done 20 years ago, they're still looking intact. So, and I've seen jobs that done with the cheap stuff, and 10 years later, it's wrecked. I'm going to put a floodlight up there on a PR when I get onto it as well. Put this fellas, I'm going to tighten these up now. A little crimper. Not a fan of the standard grommets, so I've made none. The old trusty CD1. So lick it down now, so it's all in the groove. And then just cover the screws so you don't rust the heads off. You don't need to get them off. So you've got to super glue the seals on these because they just fall off on the when you roll it up. So now that's done, I can stick the lamp in and stick the front on. It's got wattage selection and colour selection on the back. So I'm going to go with maximum wattage and the white dust colour because I want to. That's one light done. What we've got to make sure you get the Fumagari the right way up and don't leave the seal out because it'll definitely leak. So that's that. Straightens up a little bit. Every 300 there's a clip. So now on to light number 2. Style these now, they're no longer a solid disc. They're different. GX53 era it's called. It's better this is, you can see the turbos behind. Like that's in. I got my bootless fellas there, all CG1'd. So I super glued the front on. So that's number 2 done. 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 No cable, bits, ends, rubbish whatsoever. It's all in the box. Right to the bin. The slight kink there. It's adjusted. It's raining, I just want to get in. A little bit to inside, start. Why don't we touch on now? Oh, something like that, there's a bear. There's always something to do like. Let's have a look, Emsy. Alexa, Wendy house lights on.
Okay.
Looking amazing. Especially when I get on and doing all the ones over there. Love it. Knackered now. But my car's running today and I'm limping, so hopefully it doesn't take long to heal. Alexa, kitchen lights on.
Okay.
+5 on a Sunday. And one's back together. I still got my jet track back together, which we had to take out to give him its telly in here. Can't find the bolts now and just need to sort it all out. And the inside's a right mess, so they're going to get in there, get up the York fans and get them sorted all out. There's a great one on Instagram. Shoot me down to the ground, get all these in the sides. Well, there's a lot more space here. So I got a full park out there. And I got some more park out stuff on its way. Got one for me. What do you call it? Rivet gun. And I've got one for my stapler. More space. Double locked. And the watchful I use on the cameras. And deadlocks. Can't be too careful with the scumbags around. And I gotta sort this garage out. But look at all the copper. Loving it. Alexa, Wendy house lights off.
Okay.
Alexa, Wendy house lights on.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, Wendy house lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, kitchen lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, dining room lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, living room lights on.
Okay.
Loving it. Be a good bloody tidy up here, mind. It's the right tip. And Mrs. normally does that before Christmas. And she wants the Christmas lights down, so I'll tell you a job soon. Alexa, hallway light on.
Okay.
Alexa, hall light on.
Okay.
Alexa, hall light on.
Okay.
What's up with that then? In the box, there's a Matti receiver, a Sonoff. So I'm going to connect that into the ones outside so I can have them all on together as outside lights. And I'm going to actually chop this, seal it out. This stamp is because there's a doorway upstairs and there's no door in it. So I'm going to, since I can't stand it there, and my kids aren't anymore, so I'm going to get some more log lap, close off that doorway and open it up so it's like a vaulted ceiling there. They're a lot better and then they probably use it.